All right, what happens to your pets when you die? If you have a spouse and you own a home, more than likely they're going to stay there. Your spouse, if you're co-owners, the dogs, pets, they should be taken care of. However, if they have to be relocated or moved to another place or someone else has to take care of them, I just want to do a rough breakdown of what it's going to cost for the rest of their lives. Also, kind of give you an idea of how to plan that out. The first thing is to find, if you do not have a spouse or a partner and your pets are going to have to be relocated, find someone as good as you are, if not better, to take care of them, because their quality of life should not diminish if you pass away. And the absolute last thing you want is for your pets to have to go to a shelter after being with you their entire lives. There's a saying that, no parent wants to outlive their kids. I think it should also be said that no pet owner wants to outlive their pets. As horrible as it is losing a pet, going to the vet, having to make that decision, no one wants their pets to have to live without them, at least in my opinion. So let's take a look at my pets. Let's start at the top, from oldest to youngest. I don't have any favorites, or do I? This is Jasmine, aka Jazzy Jazz, aka Girly Girl. She's 11 years old. This is the second oldest, Nala. She's 8 years old, aka Nals, aka Kitty Kitty. And this one is Oreo, aka DJ Skeet Skeet, because when he goes to litter box, he thinks the plastic will cover up his poop. 6 years old. One of the newer additions, Karma, aka Carmi, aka Carmi Carm, aka Sweet Girl, is 2 years old. And as you see from the photo, she was playing in a mud puddle in the backyard. The final pet is Maverick. This is him using my lap as a pillow. His nicknames are Maverick John McCain, Mavy Mav, and Big Man. Also 2 years old. So over here, because I love spreadsheets, I calculated the average life expectancy of each pet. Jasmine is a German Shepherd mix. So when I looked it up, the average life expectancy is 13 years old. She's currently 11, so she's got 2 years remaining. The Goberians, Karma and Maverick, their life expectancy is between 12 to 15 years. So they're two, so they got another 13 years, hopefully a lot longer than that to go. I can't even think about that. Nala is 8. The high end of cats is 17, so 9 more years, and Oreo being 6, he's got 7. So next, I did the vet visits. For me personally, I can't get out of the vet's office for less than $250. I don't know if that's standard, if that's high, if that's low, whatever it is, but usually it's $250 per pet per visit. Also, the medications per year for the dogs, it's pretty reasonable. I think they get Bravecto and maybe some ProHeart. I think there's the annual injections for fleas and heartworms, so it's about $340 a year for the dogs. As far as the cats, I think the only medications they require outside of their vaccines are just the flea medication. Food, pretty reasonable. They get canned food and they get dry food. It's around $268 per year per dog, around $190 per year per cat. As far as treats and toys, I have a tendency to go a little overboard. So the dogs are roughly $240 per year for treats and toys. The cats, Nala doesn't really like treats, and her favorite toy is a laser pointer, so there's like little to no cost for that. Oreo is high maintenance. He requires treats daily, usually when I wake up, before I go to bed, when he comes inside, and that averages out to be around $120 per year. So the total cost for the remainder of their lives are over here, and the total cost for all the pets are around $44,000. Do you need a policy for them? No. This video is pretty much just to make sure you have a plan for them. If you are single, if the pets are going to have to be relocated, make sure they get to a good home. Make sure the person that gets them is going to be taking care of them. If you wanted to add extra to a life insurance policy, you could and have that set aside, but the biggest issue or the biggest point is to make sure if something happens to you, there is a plan for your pets. All right, thanks a lot.